What is your relationship as you guys are working to the art director versus your relationship to the director?
Okay, so I guess we can take the example of our last job. I guess we're working on a movie called Spellbound for Skydance Animation. And the director on this film was a lot more involved. She's really nice, but she was a lot more involved in like the whole process. I think maybe because she was also an artist.
Yeah, I think she was an art director in the past too. So she kind of has like, you know, directorial eyes and artistic. I mean, like more of like a visual. I mean, everyone's artistic in a way, but like in the visual kind of side of it too. So she really wanted to be involved with all part of the process. But I mean, like I said, it might be different for every production. Like maybe some directors are more
kind of let you do your thing.
yeah,
and,
more
like,
involved,
yeah.
and then some not. So that was just in our case for the last one. But
she really liked what we did, like I guess what we would normally post, not for other work, but like our own stuff. So it was on this particular job, it's like it was cool that we got to do what we naturally do. But sometimes, I guess sometimes it'd be hard for us to feel like, wait, so you want me to do this every time for every picture? Because you would do something that would be very like maybe for us like sporadic or like more intuitive, and then sometimes, and I think this is just like for any artist working, sometimes you overthink something and then you're like, well, can you go do the thing that you normally do? Like, oh, I thought I was, but I guess I don't know if you get like you kind of run out of the fuel, or you just start overthinking like, well, maybe they actually want it this way, not the way that she wanted us to do it. But it's just cool to have a project for us to work on that allowed us to do what we do. And I think we have pretty cool pieces that we would like to show hopefully one day when this movie gets released. But I think it's like, well, that's cool. We got to do something a little different. And it's very inspiring to our personal work recently too, the ideas that we got to explore while we worked on that.
Yeah, and in terms of like working with the art director, and like I said, every project is different, but for the most part, like they kind of task out like your work and stuff too, and they do give us like suggestions of how to, or like inspiration and stuff. Like here, maybe you can kind of try to do this for this piece or that piece, and I like if they especially, yeah, our last one. I mean, I think he had an artistic eye too, so it was kind of helpful to communicate that way. So they're also like they're an artist themselves, but they're more of the communicator, like the bridge between the director and the artist, the VIS DEV artist,
kind of the translator too for because sometimes
they have to oversee a lot of like CG models and other concepts and stuff too. So
you just hope you did a good job for the director, because she was so involved. And you're like, oh wow, it's kind of a little more, you start sweating bullets a little bit in the meetings, but she was cool. But I don't think maybe not all productions will have someone that like a director on top of your art director like that, involved. But every project's been different so far, and it's not to say the next one will be like that.
Okay. Is it the art director who will see kind of your style and your sensibilities and select you on that, or does the director kind of find you and be like, yo, art director, who are these people?
So yeah. I think then again, in our particular case, I think the director initially wanted us on the project. Like it was like almost like a year or so prior before we actually got on, because we were still on another job in DreamWorks TV. But so about like a year later, the art director sees everyone's sensibility and what they can do. So I think they try to, plus that from you, but it's like it's still yourself. So like I said, there might be projects where maybe someone might ask you to do something completely out of left field, but it's okay. And it's okay if that happens once in a while. But I like to assume most art directors and all that will probably use your strengths. That's the only thing I could think that's realistic. I mean, I feel like if I were an art director or something like that, I would totally utilize someone's strengths to help with their vision, We
definitely had some imposter syndrome on this movie because we were working in tandem with Spain. Their artists were like amazing. They are amazing. About to work with them again soon. But I mean, like our work, you know, the director really wanted us to be on it, and our style and our work is just so different from theirs. Like she really enjoyed like our illustrative kind of storybook stuff that we would occasionally do.
But, you know, it helps us to kind of get an idea of like what we can improve in our own work, you know? So it's kind of a balancing act of like you don't want to be discouraged really, but it's like, well, you know, there was a reason why we were brought onto the project, and I guess they liked our work. So hopefully it's satisfactory enough for the help that they need.
It's so interesting to hear you guys speak so humbly, because you are super, super, super good. Like really great sensibilities, I think. Really great sensibilities.